When Daniel was 8 years old, he heard his mother say something that would quietly shape his entire life. She didn't whisper it. She didn't say it carefully. She said it with pain in her voice. Rich people are wicked.
Rich people are so wicked.
He didn't argue. He just believed her. And that belief would cost him more money than he could ever calculate. Daniel grew up in a small apartment with cracked tiles and a fridge that hummed louder than the television. Money was always almost there, but never enough. When the rent increased, his mother would sigh and say,
These greedy landlords. When would they ever rest money every day?
When a politician was on TV, they've stolen everything. When a wealthy neighbor bought a new car, they must have done something shady. Over time, Daniel started noticing something strange. In his house, rich people were never described as smart, never disciplined, never strategic. They were described as corrupt, proud, heartless. And when you're 8,
they have stolen everything. Look at them now.
Statements.
Money bags.
You absorb them. His brain quietly formed an equation. Wealth equals bad person. And once a belief is attached to morality, it becomes dangerous.
How can they afford
because
to buy
now
this
money
very expensive
isn't just
car?
money. It's identity. Fast forward. Daniel is 24. He has a good job, decent salary, enough potential to build something meaningful. But something strange keeps happening. Every time he saves up a solid amount of money, something unexpected happens. He upgrades his phone. He books a trip he can't afford. He lends money he knows won't return. It's subtle, not dramatic, but consistent. Whenever his bank account starts looking healthy, he finds a way to shrink it. He tells himself, "You only live once. I deserve this. Money will come again." But deep down, something else is at work. You see, the mind hates contradiction. And Daniel's subconscious still believes good people are not rich. So if he starts becoming financially stable, if he starts building wealth, what does that make him? His nervous system doesn't like that question. So it solves it the easiest way it knows how. It removes the wealth. Self-sabotage doesn't always look like destruction. Sometimes it looks like celebration. One evening, Daniel meets an older colleague named Mr. Ade. Quiet man, simple clothes, drives an old car. But one day, during lunch, Daniel finds out something surprising. Mr. Ade owns 3 properties, has no debt, invests consistently, retiring early. Daniel is confused. He doesn't look wicked. He doesn't look greedy. He doesn't look heartless. He looks calm, disciplined, peaceful. Over time, Daniel watches him. Mr. Ade tips generously, pays staff fairly, avoids gossip, lives below his means. And one afternoon, Daniel finally asks, "Sir, how did you make your money?" Mr. Ade smiles. "I didn't chase money. I built value. Money followed." That sentence lingers. For the first time in Daniel's life, he sees wealth without villainy. And something inside him feels uncomfortable. Because if rich people aren't evil, then what has he been protecting himself from all these years? Daniel goes home and starts noticing patterns. Every time he criticized wealthy people, every time he joked about rich scammers, every time he said money changes people, he was reinforcing an internal ceiling. He wasn't avoiding greed. He was avoiding growth. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance. When your actions and beliefs clash, the mind adjusts one of them. Daniel had potential to build wealth, but his belief system made wealth morally unsafe. So instead of adjusting the belief, He adjusted his behavior. He kept himself average. Not because he lacked intelligence, not because he lacked opportunity, but because becoming wealthy would have betrayed the identity he formed at 8 years old.
It's not that simple, sweetie.
And the brain would rather stay consistent than become rich. Beliefs formed in childhood don't scream. They whisper. They hide behind jokes, behind spending habits, behind "I'm just not good with money." But one honest question can expose them. What did I learn about money before I ever earned it? Daniel had to confront something uncomfortable. His mother wasn't wrong because she was foolish. She was speaking from pain, from betrayal, from disappointment, from scarcity. But pain-based beliefs don't create abundance. They create protection. And protection often blocks growth. So Daniel did something small. He stopped insulting wealthy people. He started studying them. Not the flashy ones, the disciplined ones, the builders.
I'm looking forward
the
to our
quiet
collaboration.
investors.
Likewise, I'm excited for the opportunity.
Slowly, something
Congratulations,
shifted.
sir, you deserve it.
Money
Thank
stopped
you.
feeling
It
like a
means lot.
moral
To
threat.
many more.
It started
Indeed.
feeling like a tool.
Great to
The
finally
brutal
meet in
truth
person.
is that
Likewise, I'm
most
looking
people
forward to
don't
working
struggle
together
financially
to our
because they
success.
lack information. They struggle because of unexamined beliefs. Beliefs inherited, absorbed, never questioned. If somewhere in your childhood you learned that rich people are evil, your mind may still be protecting you from becoming one. Not because you can't, but because you don't want to betray who you think you are. And until you rewrite that story, your income will rise, but your identity will quietly pull it back down. The real work isn't earning more. It's healing what you believe about the people who do.
Thank you, sir. I'm excited to start. I'll get those coffees right away.